Hi guys, it's David from the CTMI lab here at Berkeley, giving you another wonderful walkthrough Wednesday. Today we're going to be looking at the Vienna Symphonic Library and all those incredible strings and orchestral pieces that you guys hear. So, what we're going to do is we're going to open up Logic and create new tracks, but we have to make sure that it's a software instrument and that it's multi-timbral. So once you do that, hit Create. And here we go. We have 4 new multi-timbral instruments. Now we're going to go down and make sure all the channel strips are clear and are ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on the first track, go down here and select AU Instruments, VSL, and Vienna Ensemble. Now here we have to make sure we select the multi-output, which now means it's multi-timbral. And as you can see, we have this Vienna Ensemble, which is a bridge between Logic and Vienna Ensemble. So here's the actual program that creates all these sounds. So now what we need to do is we need to create a new channel in the Vienna Ensemble. So we do so down here. And here we go. This looks more like the business. So what we have here is the matrix and patches and some extra controls here. Now the matrix is where you're going to select the sort of sound set that you want. So we're going to go for some strings. So let's take a look at some violins. Right there. Okay. So you can either drag this or you can double click on it to load it. So what we do is we're just going to double click and it loads it right in there to the matrix. Great, and you can hear that. Perfect. So now we have the patches. Right. So staccato right here. Okay, so these are the cells that make up the matrix. So as you can tell here, it goes 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and such. Now these control the different sounds. So some sustain, legato, sforzando, tremolo, and pizzicato. Now because it's so difficult to control all this in one go, you can use this because they're all correlated to a different key on your MIDI controller. So that way it allows us to actually control from your keyboard which sound is which. So here we go, just using the different keys. This allowing you to play the instrument live. Now, what you might want to do is you might want to have some horns or a different instrument or different texture to what you're trying to record. So that we can do down here. We go back and create a new instrument channel and go back to the matrix, not the presets, the matrix, and we go down and select the instrument that you want. So in this case, we're going for some horns. Yet again, you can either drag it or you can double click on it and it will load it right in for you. So here we have some horns. So now you can tell that they're actually playing at the same time as the strings because they're both on the same sort of instance of Vienna. And it's still the same here, it's still the same cell structure, different ways of playing the instrument. So how do we get it onto different tracks so you can record individually? Well, quite easily is you select the sort of instruments that you want over here in instrument, and what you'll find is up here in Logic, instrument 1 correlates to MIDI channel 1. Now, the second instance correlates to MIDI channel 2, the third is 3, and the fourth is 4. So, knowing that, we come up here into our instrument 1, which is the strings, and we go here, which is the MIDI channel, and we click there, and we select MIDI channel 1. So now, we should be playing, and we should hear the violins. But we don't, because instrument 2 is selected for all. So what we need to do is then select instrument 2, which is our horns, and put it onto MIDI channel 2. So now, our track 1, which is MIDI channel 1, only plays violins. And our MIDI channel 2 plays horns. So that's how we sort of get everything together and separate our audio and our different MIDI instruments. So if you were to actually record both at the same time, you would just have to simply make sure that both records are selected. This is going to be part 1 of the VSL walkthrough. Next week we'll be going over different ways of expressing the sounds that we make. Hopefully this is makes things a little bit easier and a little bit clearer to understand. If you have any problems, please don't hesitate to let us know, and we'll be sure to let you know. Alright, have a great day, guys. Thank you so much.